Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes in Exandria, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Kay, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show. Before we get into announcements, we're going to go ahead and do some player introductions, starting with Nick. Take us away.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Easter Selberg, the human Archfey Patron Warlock. I've never flubbed that introduction before tonight. We're out of practice.
It's the first time for everything.
Just you wait. Hi, I'm Ethan, and I play Zofdal Zephyrax. You can call them Zof. They are a Dragonborn Graviturgy wizard. And I also am playing Quarry, who is an Eladrin Swarmkeeper Ranger. That's the one. Did it.
Nice job.
2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Zach. I play Bonks the Bugbear Barbarian.
Show off.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Angelica Jacobson, who is the Fearful Druid.
Very nice. So we premiere our episodes on YouTube on Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Sometimes we have to skip a few weeks. Sorry about that. Tonight we are going to resume our side adventure, which is set in Exandria. You can see the stat cards for our characters are over there. The portraits were done by yours truly. We're also doing music this season. We're going to be playing some selections from the Critical Role soundtrack, Welcome to Tal'Dorei. We also have songs from Incompetech, Tabletop Audio, and Battle Bards. Go ahead and take a look at that video description for links, credits, important resources, and other information. You can also follow us on Twitter at Antiheroes Anon for news and updates. And last but not least, enjoy the show, share it with your friends. Come back and watch some more. That about does it for announcements. Let's go ahead and roll that intro video. And welcome back. Let's start off with a recap. The Quatrefoils have ventured into the Feywild to rescue Zof from the clutches of Pascal Roth and Zof's brother Rivon Zephyrax. Their guide, an Eladrin ranger named Avarice's Quarry, has led them into the Gelid Coil, a network of caverns made out of a frozen sea. The group dealt with several obstacles caused by Fey magic and tricks, nearly became permanently lost before 2 members of the Wild Hunt appeared to guide them out. Just when they were nearly out, the Gelid Coil began acting directly to thwart them by collapsing the tunnels around them, but they managed to escape with their lives. Meanwhile, back in Exandria, Zof reluctantly travels with their brother's band of cultists across the Emerald Gulch toward Jorhas. That timing. I'm so good at that. Okay. Let's set the stage here. Quatrefoils. You each find your feet on a gray sandy beach, looking out into a forest of dark purple and black. The thundering of falling debris continues behind you, and you turn and watch as the tunnel from which you exited the Gelid Coil fills with ice. With one last frigid breath, the entrance seals itself off, and with a shimmer of Fey magic dissolves away entirely, leaving nothing but a solid wall of ice in its wake. Your Wild Hunt escorts exchange a long glance before Gornok The bugbear cracks a toothy grin. Never seen the coil so adamant on keeping her guests. What exactly were you lot up to in there?
Well, mostly just trying to seek passage through. Nothing really remarkable, not that I can think of.
We were trying to get from one crossing into the Feywild into another crossing. We're trying to take a little bit of a shortcut in our realm.
I see. Didn't disturb anything you shouldn't have while you were in there?
Probably not.
Do you believe that?
It's hard to
Do you
say.
believe that? Because if you do, or if you don't, I'm gonna need a deception
Yeah.
check.
Well, I mean, we touched a lot of things. We jumped on a lot of things. We threw a lot of things.
I guess we did also steal something. And Easter looks at the thing that we took.
They both kind of look at you, and do you hand it to them, or do you just kind
No,
of?
I'm just kind of like looking at it in my own hand.
Hmm. Gornok kind of rubs his chin. He's like, what is it?
Great question. It's a wand. A lot of wintry magic bound up in this thing, I think.
Ivor the Hollow, the hobgoblin woman, she crosses her arms and she says, well, I suppose it is not unheard of for it to try and protect its own treasures, but something tells me it was more than that. But you found it and you made it out with your life, so as far as I'm concerned, it's yours.
What about you? The wild hunt. What were you hunting?
Gornok kind of laughs. Well, we'll have to go back in or find another entrance. Anyway, there are some creepy crawlies in there sometimes that every once in a while we get asked to go in and clean it out, make it safe. Although not many people like to go in there.
Well, if it was snow golems and icicle creatures that fall from the ceiling, we dealt with those, and you don't have to go back in.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Do we get paid too?
I'm gonna get an insight check on what they're saying that their job was in there.
Sure.
Insight, not my best score. 4.
Whatever you think,
Mhm.
you think.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't trust
Gornok
him.
seems pretty jolly, but it's really hard to read. You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on them because I don't trust them.
That's fair.
Can I look around? Did we come out where we were supposed to?
Make a survival check with advantage.
Okay. Corey should be good at this. Should be.
The No Danger Ranger.
19.
Okay. You look around. And you do recognize this beach and this tree line. You've been here before. It's been a while, but and you've definitely never traveled through the coil to get here. You've
Gone the long way around.
gone the long way around here and there. But yeah, you know where you are. And you think that probably from here,
Mm-hmm.
you'll probably need to rest soon. But if you start up in the morning, you could probably make it to the crossing before the end of the day. There's no like day-night cycle here, but you could make it to the crossing before you'd need another long rest, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, my friends, it does look like we came out in the right location at the very least. So, my friends of the Wild Hunt, we have you to thank for that. And well, I apologize for doubting you. I'll admit in the initial part I doubted you, but thank you very much for guiding us out that last bit. It was quite dangerous there at the end.
Oh, well, we were going that way anyway, so it's our pleasure. Although, I have to say, a little healthy dose of suspicion and doubt never hurt anyone. It's what keeps us alive. So if you
Corey
know where
nods.
you are now, you're out here, out of the coil safely, then we'll just leave you to it. We'll be on our way.
Yes, I am quite familiar with this location, everyone. There's nothing to fear from here on. We're perhaps a rest and a day's travel away from our destination.
And
Like
holds
the
out
sound
her
of the
hand.
rest.
So the golems, snow golems, and the ice creatures. Well,
Ivor is looking at you like she's not
I'm
amused.
just kidding. Would you like some
Gornox.
tea?
Gornak was about to say something. And he's like, well, if you show me a contract, I will show you payment. But
Yeah, just
if the price of your lives isn't enough, we did save you after all. And before they leave, Gornak looks at you, Bonks, and he kind of pats you on the shoulder, and he says, "Good work in there, young one. You have a long way to go, but I see greatness in you. Keep it up."
Thank you. Not my ancestor.
And yeah, unless there's anything else you guys want to say or ask them, then they will go their own way.
Corey thinks about asking how one gets a nickname like the Hollow, but decides better of it and doesn't, and closes his mouth.
All right, then they turn and walk off into the tree line. And yeah, the
So they
rest of the day
leave?
is yours. Yeah, they leave. They go on their way.
In the tree line. Okay.
Yeah, they go into the forest. Not quite in the direction that you guys would need to go. So the rest of the day is yours.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Does anyone else think it's weird that they helped us out like that and didn't ask for any kind of payment?
Like I tried to explain earlier, Avarice is Easter. The thing is, we may be in the Feywild, but not everyone here is Fey.
Well, I guess I might explain it.
We have to play within their rules, sure, but that doesn't mean we have to impose them on each other.
Fair. So,
I mean,
Mhm.
Oh, I was just saying we might have done the same, in their shoes too.
That's very true.
So what do you say we find a place to set up camp, get a little bit of rest, and then set off early in the morning?
Sounds
good
great.
to me.
We'll start.
could definitely use the rest after all that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all go in. Where do you go to set camp? Do you go into the woods as well? Find a spot?
Yeah, I think Corey would try to find us a nice sheltered hollow.
Yeah, you can find one easily enough. Set up camp. Get ready for a long rest. Set up a watch.
I mean, certainly.
Like, you guys tell me what you want
I'm
to
not
do.
gonna go without a watch.
You can just all sleep and see what happens.
How's everyone doing on rations? Should I have a little hunt and see what I can scrounge up for us?
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much out of food, right? So
Yeah, I think
that'd be,
so. I
that'd
think
be
we
a
were
good
like
idea.
Does
actually
anyone
about
have
to starve.
any dietary restrictions or? No? Okay. I'll just see
Yeah,
what I can
I
find
think
then.
so.
I will go out and scrounge for food.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Oops, wrong dice. Here we go. Oh, that's real good. 24.
Oh yeah, you're able to find more than enough to feed the group.
Okay. Corey
And some for breakfast.
Yeah, Corey will come back with like materials for a salad and for a stew to go with it, and he's got bacon for the morning, and he's got like some bird eggs for the morning as well. So, yeah, plenty
Feywild
of
bacon,
food.
my favorite.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, all the while Bonks is angrily scribbling in his notebook about the gelid coil and how much he hates that place.
Can I see the castle from where we are?
Make a perception check.
Okay. The answer is probably not. 8.
8. Yeah, I mean, you went into the forest, so really it's difficult to see past the tree line, past the
That's true.
canopy. So no, you can't
Okay.
really.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
Angela will take the duty of building the campfire and just sit around warming beside it. Getting ready for the watch.
It's her favorite spell.
I think I'm finally going to resummon Riot too.
Okay. Yep, you can do that.
I rolled a 10 perception check. Nick, can Corey have noticed Easter trying to look for the castle?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to roll a deception there. I don't think I was really trying to hide it.
Okay. Corey, kind of after, all of the food is ready and people have, started eating, Corey comes and takes a seat next to Easter and says, I couldn't help but notice you glancing off in the direction of where one certain ominous castle would be. And I'm not going to think or talk about it too much because that sort of thing gives things power here. And I don't want to draw any attention, but I would like to put your mind a little bit at ease. The true reason we took the path through the gelid coil and instead of any other route through is because, yes, Roots Inverse would certainly be looking for you and have sensed your presence back here in the Feywild. And, well, Lady Avarice wanted to make absolutely certain that none of, that entity's minions got their hands on you. And so we took the route that no one else takes. The more dangerous route, perhaps, but the safer route for you.
I think.
So now that we're on the other side, we ought to be well out of reach of said minions, I believe.
Good to know. I'm glad that the lady has my best interests in mind after all.
I wasn't supposed to talk to you about it at first. I was supposed to sort of, gain your trust the old-fashioned way and test out your capacity and all of that nonsense. But now that we're through the coil and on the other side, I think it is safe to tell you about the true intentions of why we took the route we took. And I hope that puts your mind a little bit at ease.
I mean, it does. Honestly, it does. I feel, weird as this sounds, I felt like in less danger the entire time we were in the coil than I did before it.
That's good. That's good. I worried that the group of you might not understand why we took the route that we took, but I'm glad that on some level, subconsciously, you might have. Yes, now tonight, the worst thing that could possibly happen to us here in camp is that we're attacked by armies of awakened shrubberies, or we could see more displacer beasts, who knows. But Roots Inverse's minions, most likely not.
Well, I will sleep soundly knowing that.
Good. Well then, I'll leave you to it. And Corey stands back up and shuffles away awkwardly.
Okay. So who's taking first watch?
Angelo.
Okay. What are you doing during your watch?
I'm probably going through my bag, putting things in order for our journey in the morning, just to be ready. Seeing things that I used up and replacing them if I see stuff around that I can use.
Sure. Why don't you make a survival check for that?
That's a 9.
A 9. That makes sense though, because you're in the Feywild, and well, some of these plants look somewhat familiar because of the Savalier Woods connection to the Feywild. A lot of them don't, and you're not sure. You're not sure how similar it would be, or if it would be dangerous to use them, like in your herbalist kit or whatever. So, but you could
throws
take
them
samples of
away
them
and-
just for fun.
The ones she finds interesting, she'll put in her pack, but very separate. Some of them she just goes, ugh, and puts back.
Yeah, you can mark down some Feywild herbs and plants in your inventory if you'd like.
Okay.
And then when you're ready, a perception check for your watch.
Well, that looks good. That's a 17 already. So it's at 24.
Great. Yeah. The forest is kind of bathed in this twilight glow constantly. So it's a little eerie. And compared to the first one that you were in when you were here, this one seems a little darker, a little more ominous, a little spookier. So you're kind of jumping at every sound, but your watch passes uneventfully otherwise. Except for
one event.
Except for one event.
I don't need to describe it all, but you know the drill at this point. Corey's skin shifts and changes color, his hair to match. His skin changes from the McDonald's red to a nice kind of pumpkin-y orange. The hair from the French fry yellow to a nice chestnut brown. You catch a whiff of pumpkin spice on the wind. And with a puff, the frog spirits all change into little mice skittering about. And Corey just has a look of content peace on his face as he trances.
And scoots a little closer because she likes the smell.
If you'd like to show the map cam, I can show you the new art for, if I remember how to do this. Z. Shift Z. No, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why this is not working. There we go.
Yep.
I did it.
Looking good, pumpkin spice Corey.
There he is.
I know this is all just a recoloring of his look, but I do think this is the most suave.
I like this one the most too.
Boys.
It's actually a bit more of a recoloring. Kay
Oh yeah,
changed up
His
the expression and stuff too.
Expressions are different too. So yeah, it's
Very debonair. Dashing and debonair. For D&D.
Who's taking second watch?
I can, unless
Yeah.
Corey wants to.
I hate to not do my part, but Easter's
No.
perception score is so bad.
Easter's gonna sleep all night.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fine. So Bonks is up.
Sure.
Yeah. And how would you like to spend the watch?
Dutifully. Yeah, I'm very paranoid of this place after all the strange things we've seen. So I'm like redoubling efforts to make sure that nothing surprises us this night, at least.
All right, then roll your perception check with advantage.
I rolled a 1 and a 17, so that's pretty good.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The 17 turns into a dirty 20.
Yeah, so you're paranoid after everything you've seen, and this place is doing nothing to help that because it is spooky. Even the trees themselves seem to be murmuring in the wind.
I'm ready
But then
for...
again, maybe that's your imagination. It's hard to tell.
I'm ready for some diplomacy if they are, so...
It's like that scene in Snow White where the trees like seem like the shadows
yeah,
make them
they're-
look
yeah,
like they have
yeah.
Scene messed me up as a kid.
and then you like rub your eyes and look again and they're just trees.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I hate this place.
that's your
I hate this
experience on
place.
watch. But
This is the worst. Never coming back here.
but none of the trees come to life and attack you. No
Good.
awakened shrubs, and your watch ends uneventfully.
Alright. Then who is third? Or you were?
Corey.
Okay. So then I would...
Corey's got 3.
Yeah.
All right, Corey, how are you spending your watch?
Corey awakens from the trance with that autumn sense of, peace and just reflecting on the things that you have and being grateful for them. And he just kind of looks around the campfire area at all of his new friends and is just happy, and just kind of spends the watch feeling content.
All right, make your perception check.
Come on, Corey, don't flub it. That's really good. All right, that's really good. 22.
22. You, Corey, are used to the wiles of the Fae, so this forest does not unnerve you. You like to listen to your friends sleeping peacefully and listen to the crackle of the fire, and you know that there's no danger, at least in the nearby vicinity. But you do notice Easter tossing and turning a bit in her sleep. Easter. Another restless night finds you. And as you toss and turn and try to sleep, you catch a glimpse of something in the flicker of the firelight. Sitting up, you recognize the silhouette of a familiar fox-like form sitting along the edge of your campsite. Her ears prick forward when your eyes meet, and she stares at you with interest.
You're back. I'm back. Are we close to where we're going to find Zoph?
She tilts her head, and one of her ears flicks, and her tail switches as she stands. And she turns to walk away, but she looks to make sure that you are following.
Yeah. I'm absolutely following.
She begins to run through the woods, away from the campsite. And you're running for a while, until you can see the glimmer of another campfire some distance away, some significant distance. And you begin to hear the murmurs of familiar voices, which you recognize as your companions from earlier.
When you say my companions from earlier, you mean the Wild Hunt?
Yes.
Okay.
Gornok and Igor.
Okay.
Ava slows and she looks at you with meaning. And she begins to walk very stealthily into the underbrush on the outskirts of their camp.
Yeah, I'll try and be sneaky as well.
Go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Trying to see if I had anything that could help this. It's like, do I have invisibility? Do I have anything? It's good here. I don't, but I rolled well, so it's 17.
Great. Great. As you approach, you follow Ava to a spot where you can have good visual of the campsite. And you can see Gornok and Ivor standing there. And they've been joined by a third figure, a shadow. Smoke and sparkles, fey magic, shimmer, translucent, not a physical form, but a projected one. And they are speaking. Gornok is saying, yes, I am positive it's her, though she is serving another master now. And the shadow says, well, we'll see about that. Bring her to me, dead or alive. Ivor folds her arms and says, she has very powerful friends, you know. This is going to cost you. And the shadow says, fine. A moment passes, and it continues. Take the dogs with you. They can do the heavy lifting. And after a moment, there are two puffs of smoke nearby, large figures forming, climbing out of nothing. Two large hounds. And Gornok laughs and he says, ha ha, splendid. He reaches out and scratches one of them behind the shoulder blades. And he looks back at this shadowy figure and he says, we'll be in touch. Without another word, the shadowy figure disappears and the smoke blows away on the wind. And as you watch, one of the hounds, head down, sniffing, starts to approach the underbrush where you are. And its head snaps up right in your direction, and it has the face of a human man. Snap. You're awake. You're back at your campsite with your friends.
Corey?
And you can hear in the distance, how?
Corey, we have to go.
Soph.
What? Are you serious? Okay.
Yep. Give me a minute. I've got something in here somewhere.
I like how it only caught like the very beginning and the very end of the howl as well. That was
Yeah.
funny.
My mic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it cut out.
Ooh.
Very
Where did
interesting
I put
howl
these?
these man-faced dogs have.
Yep, they're awful.
Was
Okay.
having issues
we go.
last night too.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not talking loud enough. I don't know. All right.
Oh, very different too.
So, after nearly 3 weeks traveling across the Emerald Gulch, the Queen's quintessence, blah, 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 finally, oh my gosh, finally arrives on the northern shores of Shorehouse, docking in the boisterous and colorful coastal city of Jigao. The Caustic Heart traverses the Meatwaters, which is the main docks, into the Jumble, a patchwork collection of homes, shops, workshops, athletic fields, Amphitheaters, shrines, taverns, stables, and public spaces built among massive mangrove trees. As you follow the twisting, unplanned streets, you notice mostly goblinkin and orcs among the passersby, with a notable drow presence in the form of the Aurora Watch. Residents and shopkeepers bustle like bees in a hive, and you can see they seem to be setting up stages and decorations for some kind of upcoming event. Finally, the Heart arrives at the Unbroken Tusk, a 3-story building constructed upon a huge horizon-back tortoise. The owner, an orcish woman with a beer belly and a warm smile, recognizes Pascal and Rivan and welcomes them wholeheartedly. The Heart is set up with lodgings for the next few days and invited to spread out amongst the tables in the tavern for some fresh meat pies. A welcome change from the fish and the other maritime cuisine suffered upon the Queen's quintessence. It isn't long before Cinder's raucous cheers fill the room as she goads some of the new recruits into arm wrestling matches. Olira slides into a seat beside you, Zoph, and offers you a fresh tankard of ale.
Take it. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. This place kind of reminds me of home, except it's a little brighter.
Yeah, Usadern wasn't terribly bright, was it?
No, but it was just as rowdy. Or at least it could be.
We did go into a fairly rowdy, I want to say it was like an elf tavern on the day of a festival.
Oh, that's right. It was Mary Fran's Day not that long ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was quite boisterous.
Yeah. From what I hear, they're going to have a festival here soon, too.
Yeah, I saw them setting up a stage. You know what that's about?
I don't know, but I heard some people talking about a festival of merit or something.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know, is our arrival timing coincidental? Were we supposed to be here for this festival, or is it just the way it worked out?
Oh, I don't know, but from what I heard, I don't think we're going to stay for it.
Oh, well, that's
At
too
least
bad.
that's not the plan. But I'm sure your brother would know more.
Probably.
I have to say, I'm glad to be off the water, though. I'm starting to get a little seasick by the end.
I think that was probably only my 3rd time on a boat. I think I'm starting to get used to it.
That was my first. So if you can get used to it, maybe I can too. Although I think we're probably going to be traveling by land for the most part.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find a place where we can use a teleportation circle or something. I mean, the Menagerie Coast is on the other side of the continent from here, so it's all exciting. Especially if we get to see places like this. I mean, I didn't know there were tortoises this big. And we're like on its
really?
back. And they're like,
You didn't see too many of them, I don't think, back where I'm from, in Asarius, the city of beasts. You certainly hear
I mean,
about
they're
them.
fairly common. They pass through.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're fairly common where I grew up, but I still love them. Did you know horizon-back tortoises love head scritches as much as any animal?
Oh my gosh. Do you think that the owner would let us give hers a big head scritch?
Probably, if you ask nicely. They also eat a lot of lettuce, let me tell you.
That
Just
I
whole
believe.
heads of this stuff.
That I believe. I mean, this thing is massive. Probably takes a whole field of lettuce to get its belly full.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never actually, been responsible for caring for one. But the ones that I have seen, they'd gobble the stuff up.
Are you planning to go around and see the town while we're here? Do you think they're going to let us do that?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, it's not like we're prisoners.
Right. right, but I know that I don't know. I don't know what kind of events they have planned, or if we're just gonna stay one night or two, or what. But
Well, I'll tell you what. I will talk to Ravon, and I'll let you know what he says. I mean, he's the boss, so.
okay. Okay. And she looks up, and there's a couple of other people calling her over. So she says, "Oh, sorry, I'll be right back." She gets up, takes her beer, goes to socialize with some other people. Leaving
Where
you-
is Ree right about now, anyways?
Ree is at the bar with Pascal and the owner. And they seem to be swapping stories and catching up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and then go talk to them.
Okay. Do you have to pick a target when you cast it?
I think I can cast it and then direct it, but let me
Sure.
check. I think it's cast on me. And I know I can change targets partway through. One action, range area, self. Yeah. When I cast the spell and as an action on each of my turns, I can focus on one creature. So yeah, I can cast it, I think.
And just have it
without
open.
focusing on him, and then switch it to Pascal as soon as I get close enough.
Yeah.
Though I don't know, as long as I'm within the range, I might as well just start with the surface thoughts of Pascal.
Sure. Sure. As you get closer, you can overhear Ree and Pascal talking, and it sounds like Ree is trying to convince Pascal to stay for the festival. Like, come on, these guys deserve a break, and we've been traveling for so long. Surely we can extend our stay by a few days. And Pascal's just kind of like smiling in amusement. And it's like, you know as well as I do that they anticipate us in Asarius. We cannot delay our stay. As much fun as it would be to be here. You know, and it's that kind of like, oh, come on. Make an exception. Come on. You want to see it. It's going to be fun. They have a meat pie eating contest. I love those. And Pascal's like, yes, and I'm sure all of us would love to see that, and we would all love to eat Agathe's meat pies as well as she is serving us tonight, but unfortunately, my hands are tied. So a lot of Pascal's surface thoughts as you approach are just about this conversation that they're having.
Makes sense. Zoph will sidle in next to Ree, and
Zoph! He puts his hand on your shoulder. Tell Pascal we ought to stay for the festival. Come on, don't you want to participate in the meat pie eating contest with me?
don't be such a wet blanket, Pascal. Of course we're staying.
He just laughs. Yes, if it were up to me, I would say yes, unfortunately.
But isn't it up to Ree?
Ree says, oh, no, I'm not in charge here. Wish I was.
Is that something Zoph would know? I thought that Ree was in charge. Isn't Ree like the exemplar?
He is the exemplar. I think that you were under the impression that he was in charge. Or at least he and Pascal seem to be both leading the group of people.
Then I will ask a leading question and I will say, well then who is in charge? Because I'd like to speak with them about staying here for the festival.
And Ree motions to Pascal. This is his little project, this recruitment effort. You and I are just tagging along.
And there's no possible way that our schedule can be extended so that we stay here one day. Maybe we march an extra hour every night of travel from here on.
Make a persuasion check.
I won't use my special feature. Probably should. Can I do it after I've rolled? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm a
Roll
nice
the-
DM tonight,
Nice
I
so
rolled a 3.
you can do it.
Oh, that's much better. Plus 0 for... Yeah, plus
4?
0 for a 16.
It's not too bad. Pascal sighs. He says, look, it is not my decision, but I will see what I can do.
If you need help reworking the schedules, I have quite the mind for things like that.
Yes, so I hear. So I hear.
Ree, I can't help but notice your tankard is empty. Do you want to come with me to the bar and get one? Another one?
They're standing at the bar
Oh.
right now.
Never mind. Never mind. I will think of another way to get Ree
They're
separate.
right here. No, I think that at that time, Thormor comes up, and he kind of nods at you, and he puts a hand on Pascal's shoulder, and Pascal's like, "If you excuse me," and they actually get up and walk away. Yeah, so
We'll keep that.
that was planned
keep that
before you even said anything.
Surface
so.
thoughts on Pascal, though,
Sure,
just in case.
sure. They are gravitating in Thormor's direction. So.
That's fine. Hey, Ree,
Yeah.
how far away from Asarius would you say we are now?
That is a very good question. Please hold while I look it up. I believe we have a few weeks to travel yet. Depends on if we can hire out a Horizon Black Tortoise for transport or something else entirely.
I have a feeling that if we do that, some members of the crew might want to give them head scritches and feed the tortoise bundles of lettuce.
Well, yes, of course. We might be able to charter a ship or a boat to go down the river as well. That might be the best option. Not as fun as a tortoise, but a little faster, I think.
Yeah, probably. Hey, do you think during, the remainder of our travels, you could tell me a bit more about, this new purpose that you've found for yourself?
But yes, of course.
I just want to understand.
Well, I'm happy to talk about it as much as you want. It's really just down to serving the Arch-Augur, really.
But what does that mean? What sorts of things does that entail?
Well, let me pull up my notes. The problem with having so many notes as a DM is you can never find the exact one that you need
Fact.
when you need it. I have too many. It's a lot. Well, she is, of course, also known as the Queen's Consort. She's the Dragon Queen's favorite. So she gets her requests and missions from the Dragon Queen herself. And the missions and duties given to me by her come straight from the Dragon Queen. So by serving her, I serve the Queen, and that is my purpose. I am one of her champions. One of the exemplars.
What sort of things, what sort of missions have you had? I mean, other than fetching me.
Well, protection mostly. Bodyguard type things. They didn't give me this shiny armor for nothing. Make appearances and slay monsters every once in a while. Protect her people.
You know, it's just kind of interesting to hear you put it that way because, to some extent, those are the same exact sort of things that me and my friends were doing.
Well, of course it was. Right? I've always known you to be a good kid, Soph. You make the
Well,
good choices.
I mean, I was more the one being protected most of the time. But, you know, we did a lot of good to help a lot of people, I think.
That's great. And you'll continue to do good at my side.
It makes you think about how, you know, when you have a purpose like that, and, you know, the purpose is for the good of others, right? You know, how there's not necessarily one direct path to it, you know? When you put it in terms like, I'm given missions to protect people, or to slay monsters, or things like that, those are things that can be done anywhere, right?
Yes, but Soph, I'm not nearly as selfless as you seem to think I am. We spoke before of restoring our people and our good name. And Draconia. This is my ultimate goal. And I have the promise of the Dragon Queen's aid should I be her soldier for a while. I help her, she helps us. And with her at our side, we can bring Draconia into an even more glorious wealth and prosperity than it had before it fell. This is what I want. This is all Mother ever wanted.
Ree, if I'm totally honest with you, I believe that we could do that. I think that there was, the more that I learn about the way that other societies do things, and the more I travel around and see other places, the more I learn about, you know, new and better ways to do things. And I think that there's a lot that Draconia could have learned from that they could have done better. I know that
Well,
Mom
not much
thinks
you
of
can
it
do in
as
the face
a,
of a
shining utopia, but I think
There's not much you can do in the face of an ancient dragon attack, though.
No, there certainly isn't.
Unless you have the Queen of Dragons on your side. Look, we've always known you're the one that has the brains. You, by my side, advising me as I drag Draconia out from under the ruins and elevate it to glory. Hasn't this been Mother's dream all along? And how wonderful would it be to give that to her? For us. We'd be heroes.
We'd be heroes to some.
We'd be
Do it
heroes
right,
to our
we could
people.
be heroes to all.
I believe everyone has their capacity for how altruistic they can be. We gotta look out for ourselves too, you know. If we don't, then how are we meant to help others?
The thing is, when you seriously spend time looking out for others' interests, they have a tendency to look out for yours back. And in the end, everyone gets more than was ever possible if everyone instead looked out for themselves. That's what I've found.
It's an optimistic worldview, little Sip. Sometimes when you look out for other people, they take everything from you and leave you with nothing. And I'm not going to be one of those people with nothing.
I don't know. I don't think you ever end up with absolutely nothing if you live your life that way. But who knows?
Another
Maybe you're
difference of
right.
opinion,
Maybe it's
then.
just optimism.
I gotta say, get this Dragonborn another drink. She comes over and refills your mug.
Oh, great.
And she claps you on the shoulder and she says,
all goes
"You're too
spilling
skinny.
out."
Have another meat pie. They're on me." Walks off.
If I eat too much more, I won't fit into my nice elven chain. So
Revon laughs. Why don't you make an insight check for me?
okay. Insight. Why isn't it investigation? It's only 10.
All right. Throughout this conversation, you notice it's your brother. And he seems pretty much your brother, but every once in a while, you can tell there's a little something, like something's distracting him. But he's got your attention. But especially anytime there's a little bit of a lull, the way he kind of looks out away for a second and then back to you, like something's calling his attention away. But it's a busy place.
Mhm.
There's a lot
It
of
could be
people in
anything.
here.
It could be literally anything. Doesn't
It
have to
could be
the,
literally
the
anything.
evil war pick strapped to his back, talking to him in his head. It doesn't have to be.
No, why would that happen? Whoever heard of a sentient weapon?
No. I'll just put my hand on Ree's shoulder. Does Ree keep the pick strapped to his back? Is that where he holds it?
I
Is
think
it, like,
it's
on his hip.
on his hip, actually. Yeah.
Just good to know for the future.
Yeah.
Put my hand on his shoulder and we'll say, Ree, just think about what I said, because I'm serious when I talk about there being multiple paths forward for everyone's purpose. Just
All
keep
right.
that in mind, okay?
All right. Sure.
Good. I need
And he
another
clinks-
because she spilled it when she clapped me on the shoulder. So
Wait, before you go, there is I heard there's a temple here. The Kreen religion that you like so much.
oh, really?
Yeah. If you wanted to maybe check it out, I'd take you.
You'd come with me?
I'd like to. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'd like to see what it's all about. I mean, you've done this much to get to know me. I should return the favor, right?
Zoph gives a genuine smile and then just says, "Thank you for keeping an open mind.
Sure.
I'd like that a lot. Let's go. Do we have time? Will it fit in the schedule?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I know that
You and I
Pascal
aren't-
is about that, you know?
yeah. Well, like I said before, you and I aren't. We're traveling with them, but we're not part of the new recruit party, unless you want to become a recruit. So we're free to do our own thing tomorrow if you want. The others have their own activities. I think Pascal is going to give another speech in the city square or something like that tomorrow. See if we can pick up any more allies to come with us. But you and I, the day is ours. We can wander the city. We can check out that temple. Maybe find a few places to throw some bets on some fights or something.
If you come with me to the temple, I will go with you and place bets on a fight.
Yeah, let's do it. And he like clinks his mug
I
against
think
yours.
Easter has most of our money, though. Maybe? Or is it Angie? It's not me.
Well, that's
I do,
fine.
I do have the bag.
Yeah.
I can lend you some, and you can pay me back when you win.
I'm sure I have a little. I do. I have actually quite a bit. I have 40 gold. Wow.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So he'll clink his mug against yours, And if there's anything you'd like to do in your evening of rest at the Unbroken Tusk.
Zof just wants to spend time with their brother.
Yeah.
So- They've planted the seed they wanted to plant, and now they just need to spend time with their brother and try to water it.
Yeah, sounds good. Then the curtain will close on that scene. And I will stop this very jolly music.
Watering it with alcohol. It's gonna be an interesting plan.
All right. We
Remind me
are.
later to tell you guys about an interesting plant, because I have a story.
Is it the beer curtain?
No.
What?
Bad
What?
joke. Bad joke.
What?
I got it, Zach.
Um,
It was perfect.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. Thank you.
Looking for the. Yes, that's what I wanted. Easter wakes up, and there's a howl in the distance that my mic didn't pick up.
Do it again.
Ow!
Something about that range.
Yeah, it's like a frequency
The
thing.
microphone just does not
Yeah.
like it.
Ow!
Oh, well, that was okay. Is
Yeah.
that really what they sound like? Wow.
I was attempting to
shoot.
I'm
Real
yeah.
spooky.
Anyway,
I don't like these at all.
so the first thing you do is shout at Corey when you
Yeah,
wake
Corey.
up.
Corey, we gotta go.
What?
Wake the
now?
others. Yes, now.
I was about to start cooking the eggs. Corey will take the frying pan that he was about to use to start cooking eggs and just bang the spatula on it. Wake everyone up.
You all wake up to the shock of loud banging sounds.
Bonk stands up too tall and like his head goes like into the top of the tent or something, so you can just see like the like a silhouette of his head. What's going on?
Miss Easter over here says that it's time to go. And since she's in charge of the voyage, it's time to go.
To clarify, Corey, you also heard that howl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to cause a panic just yet.
Okay.
What?
I knew.
What?
Everyone can mark a long rest.
Okay.
I just
That's
want
good
that to be
news.
clear. You did get your long rest.
Oops, not so. Other character sheet.
What? I have time for a cup of tea?
No, nope, we don't have time for anything.
What? Man.
I knew we could not trust those friendly assholes. I knew they were off.
Did they come back? What?
They're
What's
they're
going
coming.
on?
They're coming, and they've got hounds.
Oh.
Probably yes hounds. To be fair, my initial instinct was not to trust them, and it's only after this nice, pleasant rest that I've had that I feel trusting, of course. We should get a move on. Come now. Let's go.
We should get a move on, and we should find a defensible spot. 'Cause I don't think they're gonna outrun us sooner or later.
Corey nods. I don't have any good spells for traps except for web, but that's something. That's a good idea. Maybe finding a defensible spot is better than running, so we should focus on that more than moving so quickly we exhaust ourselves. Somewhere we can set a trap with web. That's the only thing I have. Does anyone else have good trap spells? Anything?
Oh. I've got Moonbeam.
No, that's something.
My best stuff works once they're in range.
If we could
And-
find a good place with a nice bottleneck, we could web the entrance and then place a moonbeam right upon it.
All right,
And
good
then I
looking.
could. Yeah. Go ahead.
So what do you want us to roll for looking for a good defensible
Yeah. Let's do survival.
spot? Okay.
Can I help somebody? Help
Yes.
Quarry?
Sure.
Yes.
It's a good thing you did, actually.
My survival's a +0. So,
Mine comes out to a 25 with boxes
Yeah.
up.
I got a 23.
Wow,
Nice.
dang.
Meanwhile,
So-
DMK is like, you're gonna find the defensible spot that is the map I've planned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking
Yup.
too. Good spot, guys.
yeah,
Here you
yeah.
go.
Let me hold on.
Prepared
Let me
just for you.
just. I prepared this spot for you guys. What I'm gonna say is that was a really high roll.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like the trees in this area are kind of spread out. And there are no like caves or canopies, or like the land is pretty flat. But it looks like you might be able to like string a web between two trees or something. I'll pull you guys over the map and you guys can decide how you want to position yourselves and what you want to do with the space that you found.
Does defensible spot also, or does a roll like that also contribute to maybe having a surprise round instead? Possibly?
I don't think there's any way we surprise these people.
Yeah.
Unless maybe we
Surprise with
hide.
our actions, not with our position. They don't know that
Depends
we know.
on what you
Yeah.
depends on what kind of ambush you try to
So what I'm gonna do, I want to work with Corey
Okay.
we're gonna pick out a spot to web, right?
Mhm.
And Easter is gonna get like a dagger and like prick her finger and like draw a line of blood that goes right across that spot, and then you can web it up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I think... Do we have a sense which direction they're coming from? That would help.
make a perception check.
I'm just gonna whisper in Easter's ear. Does it have to be blood? Can't you just tinkle a little bit? I don't want you to weaken yourself.
Gross.
Well,
Everyone's
blood's
watching.
gross too.
19 was the perception.
So after that first initial howl that you kind of heard through my microphone, they haven't made a sound. So you know which direction the howl came from, which we'll say was this direction, vaguely.
Okay.
And we'll say that like that way is the way to the
Oh, I should probably switch us over.
fake
Ugh.
crossing.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Yep. They came from vaguely this direction. Well, at least that's where the howl was. That's where their camp was. But as far as where they are now,
Maybe then Quarry will try to hide in a tree and then web down from there. Like if Easter is slightly past the tree to kind of lure them in that direction.
I could send an animal scout. Or I could be an animal scout. Either one. You want me to do that?
Is that safe?
Or do you just want to get in at a tree?
Yeah, I just don't want Angie to get snapped at early
Yeah.
Okay.
as an animal.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while we're all setting up and stuff, Bonks is going to ask Easter, what exactly did you see or hear? How are you so sure of this?
Lady Avarice told me. I had a dream
Oh.
last night. I saw them. I saw their campfire. They were making a deal, selling us out.
Oh my.
and Easter, I didn't mention,
Mhm.
but that voice was extremely familiar.
Hmm. Was the smoke cloud of that person actually in the shape of a castle?
No, it was the vague silhouette of a person, but it was too
Okay.
vague to distinguish features or anything. But Easter, you know exactly who that voice belonged to.
Alright.
Not talking about it. Not thinking about it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
guess I will pull out my heavy crossbow.
I'm going to climb this tree here and hide and prepare for the best place to cast a web. That's my plan.
So,
I'm sticking with it.
okay, so just to be clear, that red line is the trail of blood, right?
Right.
Okay, and then the web is going to be where?
I was
Wherever
thinking,
it works best.
Yeah, I was thinking like, where's my ruler? Like between these two trees. How wide can it be?
It can be, it's I think a 20-foot cube. Let's see. Web fills a
cube.
20-foot
Okay.
cube.
Okay.
So you could like cover up this whole spot if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Drawing
my
them into
idea
that.
is to just kind of place it wherever they end up coming from.
Okay.
Oh,
and I'm
just
trying.
like-
I'm trying to, with this trail, ensure that they come through here
Mm.
on
So
my
that's your
side.
blood trail.
Yeah.
Nice. Smart. Okay. Then let me make sure web is in range. It should be. It's a 60-foot range, 20-foot cube. So give me my ruler.
Well, I guess I will load my heavy crossbow,
It's not
and
quite
can
in
I
range.
like roll a stealth check behind a tree or something?
Yeah.
And prepare and ready in action to like shoot at a hostile enemy or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I'll just be... Where's Easter gonna be?
Easter's going to be out in plain sight. Easter's, I
see.
guess, the bait in this trap.
Okay, then
Um,
I will be like here-ish, so I can respond quickly.
And realizing that web wouldn't reach from the tree and wanting to remain close to the person he's supposed to protect, Quarry's going to join Easter as the bait in the middle.
Okay.
Alright. Where's Angelica gonna be?
Yeah, I was just drawing my range for Moonbeam is 120-foot range, so I could be pretty much anywhere.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
that's...
I'll
Yeah.
come flank.
Easter is going to warn Bonks ahead of time. Don't rush in here, because I've got, and she like taps the wand of winter.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got something for him, and I don't want you to get caught up in it.
Alright. Also, Angelica, because we don't know all of our capabilities, maybe we shouldn't stay grouped up. All of us. So
Yeah, that's also a good point.
let's like try and space out a little bit.
Angelica's spaced out all the time, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, you got this.
Moonbeam is a good option, but also, since we've got a second, you could wild shape without losing the action.
Could do
If
that.
you've got a good
Let's
wild
see.
shape.
But then
Yeah,
after
you
that,
can't cast Moonbeam.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What did you
I could do it after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Corey,
it's
what
a-
did you say your companions
Concentration.
were this time around?
Mice. Yeah.
Mice, that's right.
Probably will need Big Mouse. Actually, Big Mouse lasts. Summon Beast. Big
Is his
Mouse
name Mickey?
lasts an hour, so I might as well cast that.
Um,
Oh wait, but Web is also concentration. No, yes, it is. So I won't summon Beast because I'm gonna go for Web.
I'm not gonna summon your beast.
I think I might though. I might use my big spell because these sound dangerous to
Mhm.
conjure an animal.
Well, they don't have mice, but they have rats, so I'm just gonna use a
That's
rat.
good enough.
well, if you're gonna, given what Easter is trying to do, maybe we should wait to like conjure friends that might be caught in like a blast radius or something.
Well, I'm
That's
just getting it
true.
ready.
You know?
I'm
That's
not
true. Okay.
pulling it out yet, but
Less to worry about,
Also-
I guess.
Also, before this fight starts, can you remind me what armor Ivor and Gornak were wearing?
if it's in your notes, do you remember?
I'm gonna open up the episode real quick and remember.
Ivor was very monk-like.
What is the circle?
This is I'm preparing it for my spell ahead of time. This is going
Okay,
to be
I'm
a
gonna-
spell radius.
Okay.
You can put it
I'm
on the DM layer if you want.
Yep. I was just gonna say that. Pop it on the DM later. Get it off my map.
Yeah. See you
Get
later.
that shit off my trees.
That was so funny. That was my favorite.
All right. if you are all ready with your
No.
plan.
Don't worry, Avarice is Easter. We'll get you out of this, I promise.
Well, I'm
So-
worried for them.
Vonks is hiding.
That's the spirit.
Yes.
What is your stealth check?
Oh, let me roll a stealth check, actually.
Angelica, are you in plain sight or are you trying to hide?
I'm trying to hide.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's a 23.
Jesus Christ.
There's a
I'm
tree
proficient,
there.
man.
Okay. Stealth check from Angie as well, please.
Ooh,
gonna
18
see this fucker.
plus. So 19.
Okay. So yeah. All right. Okay. In that case, you prepare and you wait, and eventually you start to hear the of panting beasts, and you can see one
Yeah.
coming, following the trail of blood.
B.
Let's see if I can do this.
Yuck.
Oh, they got the bat ears.
Definitely
Yep.
would make a howl that sounded like the one we heard.
Mhm. I'm the DM. They sound like however I say they sound.
Yeah, no, I believe it now.
believe.
With that face,
And writing on this one's back
another one.
is Ivor the Hollow.
Okay.
At the same time, another one appears
Oh my god.
from over here with Gornak on its back. And as they enter the clearing and they catch sight of you, Ivor and Gornak hop off. And they step forward slightly.
Does my held action go off?
I'm going to say, because we weren't in initiative yet, so I don't know about held actions. But if you want to attack them, we can roll initiative right now.
I'm gonna say, hey, let's roll initiative because I'm gonna shoot these
Yeah,
guys.
I don't want to give them time to
No.
like if they're coming to us to talk, I want to use that time to attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
then let's roll initiative. Oh, you're all rolling.
Oh, sorry about that.
Should have done. Oh, I do it on
We
Oh.
always forget.
It's okay. You can just tell me what
Okay,
you rolled.
that's okay.
my
Oh,
dice
happy
is
to roll
rolling in
again.
slow motion.
He wants to roll in roll 20 or not roll 20. D&D Beyond.
Oh, hold on a second.
Here, I can just
Hold on.
That's
Wait.
fine.
I rolled really good. I don't want to.
Yeah, me too. Oh well.
Sorry, the encounter was like, "Oh, Zoph is here," and I'm like, "No."
Bye, Zoph.
Wait,
Can he be
what?
though?
Oh,
That'd be great.
I think because I made this encounter before Avarice's Quarry joined, so
Mm.
he wasn't even in here. Okay.
No matter how well you plan, there's always one detail you miss.
I'm like, oh yeah, this was definitely not a thing. Okay. Now you can
just
roll
put-
initiative.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just tell me what you rolled and I'll put it in.
Okay. I got a 16.
Okay.
Got a 15 on the first roll.
Okay.
Angelica, no. I saw that. No.
Well, it was a 15 earlier, but it doesn't matter.
I can take the 15 from earlier. You guys
Matter.
would all be acting together basically if that happens.
Riot got a 16.
Oh my gosh, no way.
No
Yeah.
way.
That's incredible.
I rolled that one on D&D.
It's
like
so you
the-
can see it.
Yeah, it's like the Zampiaco thing where we always roll
Yeah.
the same spot every time.
Just wildly convenient.
Yeah,
It keeps,
so
it keeps
weird.
happening in our other game too.
So weird.
She got a 16. You said, right?
Yep.
All the time. Okay. Angelica, I'm gonna give you that 15
Okay.
that you rolled first because everyone else took their first roll, I think, mostly. we'll call it advantage or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
No surprise round, but you have advantage on your initiative. There you go. Yeah, so the hounds are actually up first.
So I don't get to shoot?
You can shoot because that's what triggered the initiative, but that's the action that triggered initiative. So go ahead
Okay,
and make
so
that attack.
We had other prepared actions though, right? Or no?
We had plans, but I think you were the one
Okay.
with a held
Okay,
action.
okay.
Yeah.
Do they see me? Does it matter?
You can have advantage. They don't see you, but they're gonna see you after this.
Oh shoot. Critical hit, I might.
Yeah.
Who are you hitting?
Oh, that's on the hound that Ivor was riding.
The hound that Ebor was riding.
Because
Okay.
that's where I was aiming. So I also have a bugbear feature that I haven't used in a while called Surprise Attack. Once per combat, if you surprise a creature and hit it with an attack roll on your first turn in combat, the attack deals an extra 2d6 damage to it.
Hey.
So I'm doing that. And
So that's an extra 4d6
Yeah.
because
yeah, it
it's
is.
a critical.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go, guys.
If you
Box
take
starter.
out one of my hounds the first
This
round, I'm
can
gonna
counter off
fucking
riot.
throw a riot.
Oh shoot! Don't throw an eraser at me, but it might just happen.
I'm gonna riot. I am going to.
It's just one of
pendulum
them.
is
You'll
gonna be
have it
permanently,
You'll not permanently. Come on.
permanently in the. That mean DM.
No. All right, here we go.
Fun fact: Gavin Hammerlock summoned one of these hounds at one point
I remember that.
Oh, when did that happen?
when we were in the Feywild.
25.
25 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew. Still standing. No problem.
Oh, fine.
All right, and they are
Classic
up
B.
first. Classic. Yes, on B. All right, let's see. What can they do now? So this one is going to. Oh shit! They can fly.
No.
Yep, they've got a fly
Oh.
speed.
I've got
Great.
the rate of the fly speed.
They have a fly speed.
Cool.
Look at my
Awesome.
swatter.
I didn't
Let's
kill him,
see.
so you shouldn't be at mean DM. By the way, that was the condition.
Yeah, all right. So this one is going to just throw back its head and howl balefully. And there's this boom, boom aura that smacks all of you. And I need you all to make wisdom saving throws, your
Oh
favorite.
my god.
Is it a charm of some kind?
Let's see. Is it a charm? It is not. It's a magical effect if that matters, but it's not a
No.
charm effect.
I'd say only against being charmed. It's not good.
Yeah, me too. Is it like a frightening effect?
It's a frightening effect.
Okay, well you can consider you survived.
What'd you get?
An 8.
Yep.
7.
Yep.
And you got it 22.
Okay, Angelica, you're fine.
Someone has
Bonks?
to be brave.
12.
12. Okay, so everyone except for Angelica is frightened of
Oh, I need to roll for riot, I guess.
B.
But go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just figuring out which icon to use for frightened. Oh, this one looks pretty scared. Oh,
Right.
Oh.
Got a 7.
someone did the same thing,
Yeah,
That
I
I
put it
did.
on and
Which
then
one
and then
are
you
you
did it.
using?
and then I did. I added it to Corey just as Ethan was adding it to Corey. Great minds think alike.
Where is that one?
I can do it.
Is it this one?
Oh, yep. Yep.
Okay.
Ah! What did Riot roll?
Right, roll the failure.
Okay. Riot is also scored.
She gets an itty bitty icon.
So let's see. This effect states that if you start your turn within 30 feet of the hound, you must use all of your movement on that turn to get as far from the hound as possible. and you must finish the move before taking an action. And you must take the most direct route, even if hazards lie in the way.
Wow.
Oh, yikes.
Angelica, you have successfully saved, so you are immune to the baying of all Yeth hounds for 24 hours, which is great because the second Yeth hound is not going to bail. No, it's not going to do that. Yeah, so this one's going to come forward 40 feet, I believe. I lost my ruler. There it is. So I can get to there. I missed where I pointed to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I think here. And that one is going to bite Bonks. Right, let's do this. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, you take 11 piercing damage, and you are frightened, so you take another 14 psychic damage.
Wow. All right, well that's bad.
Okay, that is their turn. Bonks, you're up.
Yeah, so I need to be 30 feet away from the other one. So I am, so I don't need to
Yeah,
run.
the one that you're frightened of, you need to use all of your movement to get as far away from this thing.
If I'm within 30
Because
feet, which I'm
if
not.
you're within 30 feet, which you're not, so you're,
Okay.
yeah, so you don't need to do that.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal, put my glasses away, fly into a rage. And I guess I'll just make 2 attacks against the one next to me.
Sure. I believe your attacks will have disadvantage. Let's see. That might not be a basic frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Okay, so disadvantage?
From the frightened condition, yes. So you're gonna have disadvantage on your attack.
Okay, the first one is a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, and then the next attack is worse, so 2 misses.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. That's
Can
bonus
I
action.
Save
action.
against the...
Nope.
Oh, that is just a one-time, one and done type of thing?
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It only lasts until the end of its turn.
Oh,
Or its
okay.
next turn.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not going to be the whole thing. But
I was gonna say,
Angelica
your
will...
map's not big enough for us to run that far.
Nope. It's only until the end of its next turn. Although you don't know that. Angelica is immune. I'm telling you so that you help me remember. Honest DM.
Sure.
Easter, you're up.
Easter is within 30 feet of this Yeth Hound and has to run as far away as possible.
Just using all your movement.
1, 2. Am I gonna get busted up by these trees?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
Scary
the trees are there. It's not like you're running through prickles or thorns, right?
Yeah.
And you can't pass through a trunk of a tree.
Yeah.
So, no.
So I could get here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately for Easter, attack rolls at the moment aren't something she cares about very much. So I'm gonna take out that. Give me that circle. Give me my circle. She takes out
No.
her winter wand and
Mhm.
aims it at a point between Gornok and the Yethhound A.
I'm just gonna throw it over here ish, and then you can adjust as needed. Oh my gosh. Why are these things so difficult to pick up?
Just are.
Here we go.
They are hard.
Yeah, I thought they were a little easier if you fill them in, but I think actually you have to make the the width of the line thicker, maybe. But they're easy
Yeah.
if you zoom in on it really close.
So it's pretty
Increases
easy
the
for me
That's
to
a, that's
for me
a
to
good
get
hint.
these two and not bombs. And I am
Sure.
casting from the Wand of Winter, Ice Storm.
Ice Storm.
Nice.
All right, what does that do? What do I have to do?
Hail of rock hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on that point. Every creature in the cylinder must make a dex saving throw. DC is 15.
Dex saving throw DC 15. All right, so the hound fails.
Ooh.
And or knock. Oh my gosh. Come on. What is happening here? There we go. Oh, that's a pass on die.
Okay.
Yep, that's pass. It's an 18 for one.
Does either of them resist bludgeoning or cold damage?
No, because this is from a spell.
Okay. Then... Oh, baby. Oh my goodness. This is extremely good damage.
Nice.
I rolled 3 short of max.
Ooh.
Well above average.
Yeah. All the d6s were 6s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's 37.
Quick math.
37 damage.
37. So then Gornok takes half because he saved.
Yes.
Okay.
And
What's half of 37? Quick.
18.
Somebody.
18.
18. Thank you. Thank you.
and that circle is now difficult terrain
Nice.
until the end of my next turn.
That's great.
That really effed this guy up.
Good.
Turned him red.
Down. Yeah.
That'll do it for me.
What's Riot gonna do?
Riot is also gonna. I think she's gonna go right next to Ether,
Yep. Fly, little Riot, fly.
and I don't think there's anything she can do from back here.
Okay. Angelica, you're up. You're not frightened. What would you like to do?
Well, we talked about, let's see, Easter's down there. I was hoping I would go after Corey so he could set up his trap and I'd know where to put moonbeams. So since he hasn't done that, I will ask, is Hellhound B wearing a chain around him or anything like that?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Great.
Let me get it up and it is a 60-foot radius.
A 60-foot radius.
And I'm trying to think where I want to put it. Between
I feel like a
How-
60-foot radius is basically this whole map.
so
Yeah, it's the whole map. So you don't have to put a circle. You can just have it centered directly above this map.
well, I don't want to hurt everybody.
Well, isn't this the one where you
Oh,
summon a
I
cloud
choose-
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you can choose a point within the 60 feet radius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ah,
So
sweet.
Is very
Okay.
good.
Each creature within 5 feet of the point. Okay. Must make a dex save. Great. Okay. So then I want to put it over. Well, let's start with Hellhound A actually and see if we can get rid of him.
okay. If you attack, is it 5 feet of the creature that
says-
got hit, or 5 feet of the point you choose?
5 feet of the point I choose.
Okay. So you'd have to choose a point that's not gonna hit bonks, basically.
Right.
Okay. That's fine.
There's like 8 of those.
Which saving throw is it?
It is a dex save, and the DC I believe is 15. Yep.
It got a natural 20.
No.
You can still
Half
take half
damage?
damage.
Half as much damage, and it's 3d10.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Please.
And you can do it over and over and over.
Okay, so when you get a 0, that's a 10.
Yes.
Yes.
I got 2 10s and an 8, guys!
These
So
sounds like
it's
nothing.
14 damage!
Guess how much damage this guy had left?
14!
Yeah.
Even on
nice
a
job.
success, it dies.
Nice, nice, nice.
Clutch.
Yep. So that one is toast.
Toast
Bleh.
round.
So what happens as you strike this thing with lightning, and Bonks, you get a front row seat to this. The lightning strikes through it, and its form just kind of evaporates and swirls into a mist of dark black smoke and purple sparkles. And it's gone.
Yeah, that poor thing didn't know what hit him.
Well, it wasn't me.
And anything else on your turn, Angelica?
Okay.
Monks was in
on
this direction.
Okay. Flame Blade says it's a bonus action.
But you also cast a spell as your action, so you can only
Okay.
cast a cantrip as a bonus action.
That's right. That's right. Okay. That's the first one I had for that one. And so then I'm going to cast. Nope, I can't do that. Hidden Step is another one that I can't do. Then
Isn't Hidden Step a racial feature, though?
It
It's not a
is.
spell.
It's not a spell, so if it's a bonus action, you can do it.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn invisible so that I can move somewhere else. Okay.
Okay.
Cast-
Good turn.
And then, yeah, because it doesn't
Isn't
have me
Hidden
mark
Step, you can only be invisible if you stay still, though?
it.
Or can you move with Hidden Step? I can't remember.
Wasn't
I'm
it just like a
invisible
one-round thing?
until the start of my next turn.
What-
So
what
they're
was
not
that?
sure.
You should be able
Okay.
to
I
move.
can't move.
You can move.
Yeah.
Yes, you can move.
Okay.
Or else it'd be called Hidden Stand.
Fair.
Got him.
Fair.
Okay, so then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There. And I'm
I'm gonna
invisible.
give you oops. I'm gonna give you a little ninja face for invisible. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
Okay.
Avarice is Corey.
Corey runs away
Bye.
from the hound, and then goes to cast a spell. Not the one that was planned, but it seems like a good one. There's really no good way to do a web, I've decided, in the current situation. But I still need my cube, so I've drawn a 20-foot cube. No, that's not a big enough cube.
That's a 15-foot cube.
Meh, new cube.
Thanks for playing.
This isn't where I want it. I just am trying to draw it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's fair.
Now, can I move you, cube? Maybe
You
that's-
have to like super zoom in on it to pick it up. It's
Oh.
a process.
right there.
There we go.
Can I have a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. What's the effect that you're doing?
Let's
Not
see if
that
it
it
works
matters.
first.
Not that it matters.
DC is 13.
Well, it does. It actually does matter. So what are you? What are you? what are
Fairy
you-
fire.
Fairy fire. Is fairy fire a charm effect?
No.
No. Okay. Then yeah. What did you say the DC was?
It's only 13.
He rolled a 14.
Darn it.
Very
Unfortunately.
fire.
luck.
Those spells sounds great and never works. Speaking of someone who casts it all the time.
Right, hold on. Then I might have one more play here. I just need to measure something. How far away am I from? Oh, way too far. Okay. All right, then I'll stay there. That's my turn.
Okay. Good turn.
Eh.
Great turn.
Didn't shape up, but that's okay.
That's all right. All right, Evor's up. Let's see.
We know she can run fast.
Yeah, so what happens is, let's see, she goes, yeah, I think she's gonna do that. So she basically runs forward 40 feet and then disappears in a puff of smoke. and appears right next to you, Corey. And she just is suddenly on you, and she takes 4 attacks with her fists of
Cool.
fury.
Oof.
Here it comes. All right, first attack, 10.
Miss.
Second attack, that'll probably hit. That's a 22.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Third attack is a natural 1. Fourth attack, oh my god, is an 11. She didn't
Whew.
do great.
So just the 5.
And that's what she's doing. And as she hits you, she says, "You would be wise to hand the girl over now."
I can't do that, and to be honest, I'm very sad that I trusted you.
We did tell you it was foolish not to be suspicious. All right, that's her turn. Gornok is up. He is in this fucking shit.
Gross.
Fucking shit. So he'll use 10 movement, I think, to step out of it.
Does it do damage on his turn?
No,
or does it work?
it's a one-time thing. In fact, all that
One-time
area
thing.
is gonna go away at the end of my turn.
Oh, okay, dang. Okay,
This is not a concentration
10.
spell,
got it.
which is good because it frees me up to do my actual good concentration spells.
So I think he can come up to you, Fox, and he is going to attempt to grapple you.
I'm gonna resist,
Mm-hmm.
and I will choose athletics.
Is it... Sorry, I just looked up frightened, but is it ability checks and saving throws that you have disadvantage? Yes. Disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws. So you have... Or ability checks and attack rolls. So, and you're still frightened of that hound. So you'll have disadvantage on this.
Okay. But I also have advantage on strength checks, so it cancels.
Yes. So it's a straight roll.
Can he beat a 25?
Yeah, he rolled a 5, so there's no way. So he uses 1 attack to try and grapple you.
Okay.
But he has 2 attacks. So when he sees that's not an option, he's just going to pull out his Morning Star, and I'm not going to roll that dice anymore. We're going to do this one instead. Even worse. It's a
You
9.
don't automatically
Block it with the
succeed out
shield.
here.
And he basically is just saying, "I hate to do this. Don't stand in my way. And I will not kill you."
No hard feelings, but no.
All right. It is the hound's turn. So everyone who was frightened of it before is no longer frightened of it.
Do we also get that immunity now, or is
Nope.
it just if you only if
No,
you save?
it's
Got it.
only if you
Okay.
succeed.
Okay.
Let's see. It can't see you. But it can get to Corey. So I think it's going to come over to Corey. Here. And it's going to attack Corey. With its big nasty attack. Big nasty attack. This one. Actually, no. Where's my person? There it is. Nope. That's an 11.
Corey over here dodging.
All of my dice are on your side tonight, y'all. That's a big miss. My big scary hound misses. Yeah, that's all it can do. Bonks, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shove Gornok. So that is special melee attack, and that's an athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Sorry, I am reading something and realized a thing.
Uh-huh.
Your big crit against B, you were using a crossbow.
I was.
That was a normal crossbow, right?
Yeah. Does he have resistance to piercing damage?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, so it's gonna get half of that back. What's half of 25?
12?
12, yeah.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. I don't think it affected anything else.
No, I don't think so.
That's the only thing you hit.
Right. Yeah, so I rolled.
All right. Sorry. So what
I'm
are you
shoving
doing
him.
to shoving him?
And I rolled a 23.
How does shoving work again? Does he resist it, or do you just?
He resists
get
it
to
with
do
either his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. And you got a 23.
Yes.
Yeah. He got a 17.
Okay, so I'm going to use a charge of the battering shield, and I'm going to knock him back 10 feet and prone.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run down here and make an attack against Ivor with my longsword.
Okay.
And I am not kidding, that's a critical hit.
Yeah.
You resist my first one, shame on you. Don't resist my second one.
I don't think that she will. No.
Okay,
Make her truly hollow.
here we go. It's not going to be that big, I don't think, guys. It's not like I can do divine smites or anything. That would be awesome, though.
Blind bonks.
You could find a
yeah.
deity and
Yeah,
multi-class.
That's true. Fine, let's see. Let me make sure I got this right. The rage damage is not automatically calculated, so I always have to look and make sure I'm getting it right. 15.
15 damage.
Yep,
Okay.
with my longsword.
Okay.
Not magical. And then I will also send the spirits after Ivor as well. Ivor.
Yeah. She's got
So
some
now-
spirits on
So
her.
now she's got some ancestral protectors harrying her. And that is my turn.
Let's see. What are the ancestral protectors carrying her? Which icon is that?
Ooh, can I pick one?
Yeah, you can pick one.
Oh, I guess I can't pick it on her though. I can only put it on me.
Well, you can tell me what you want. Tell me
alright,
what you
I'll
want.
let-
What you really, really want.
But yeah, my turn's over
Tell you what you
at that
want.
point.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, I clicked on something. Easter's up.
I've been spending this entire time trying to figure out which spell I wanted to cast next, and now you made it very easy for me by grouping up. I'm gonna cast Unseal a Gathering, so give me my ring.
I think it's still in the.
It's still there.
Yep. Yeah.
Boop. Let's see. When this appears. Let's see. Oh no, this is a start to turn thing. Okay. So yeah. The two of you see the black sphere that you remember from the fight where I was using it against you. It's back.
So it's darkness, right? So they can't see into
Yeah.
the sphere either. So they can't see Ivor and the Hound suddenly.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Let's see, that was an action to cast. Just checking. Yeah. I don't have any really good bonus actions, so I think that's it for me.
Okay. Riot's up.
I'm trying to remember if Riot shares Easter's Devil's Sight or not.
I don't.
Probably
No,
not.
Probably not. I would
Yeah.
assume not unless there's something special that says.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think there's nothing in the spell about that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Riot can do much either. I think she's just going to like fly around supportively.
Great. Angelica.
I picked 2 icons. You can pick from there.
One's on bonks.
They're both on
Yeah.
box.
Easter is going to move over here for no real reason.
Oh, is that the meteor or something? The other one?
I did like a cloud and then a skull thingy.
Oh, okay. We'll do the cloud thing
Okay. Sorry.
because the skull thing seems like a psychic thing. Okay. Okay. Angelica?
A lightning on Gornak, please.
Yeah, you can do that. It's a saving throw.
Dex DC is 15.
He has not been doing great at these. Yeah, that's a failure.
Here we go. As good as last time. 8 and 5. So 13.
Okay. He takes it. Rawr! You're not
So
invisible
I'm
anymore.
Yeah, so I'm visible. So I'm gonna move down here. 5, 10. Oops, get my other clicky thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm gonna set up the bear spirit.
Beer spirit. Oh, shoot.
Beer spirit. Spirit of the beer.
What does that give us?
Let me
Everyone's
get
drunk.
your beer spirit out.
right there, okay. See where I'm peeing?
No. Oh, right on top of Easter. Okay.
Well, right above Easter.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
So everybody gets
Triangle.
8 temp HP.
Love temp HP.
Take it.
Okay. I'm tinting it blue, and I am giving you control over it, Angelica.
Okay. hold on.
Oh yeah, and it needs an aura. What's the aura? 20?
It's
feet?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. We'll give it a nice 30-foot aura.
Okay. Let me mark my hidden step and mark my spirit totem. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I see it now. I see the little figurine that I can move. Okay.
Yep. Little figurine in the center of the circle and not the circle itself.
Yep.
All right.
And I think
Corey's up.
that's all I can do.
So can I see Ivor and B at all, or are they totally in darkness?
They're in
No,
darkness.
they're totally in darkness. You know where they were.
I do know where they are.
But you can't see them.
Wasn't what I was going to do. That's an action. Hopefully they can't see me either.
Nope, they're totally blind.
I'll step back here.
Well, unless they have blind side, I guess.
Yep, that's the thing. And if no one attacks me, I will touch Easter and cast Longstrider
Mhm.
and just say, I think we've got them on the ropes, but if you need to, just get away. That's my action. Yes. I have one other thing I could do, but I have a feeling they're both resistant to charm effects. And Easter's spell is going to hurt them, so it wouldn't last long anyways. So we'll call that my turn.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny if Easter gets feared and then has to run her movement now and just like zooms out the map.
Longstrider doesn't give you that much.
It's
an extra
Ivor's
10
turn. So what does the
Oh, right.
does
So when you,
Auxili Gathering do?
when you start your turn, you have to make a dex saving throw. Oh no, you start, you just take 2d6 cold damage, just like straight up.
Okay.
So there's no
Okay.
save against that.
Okay.
And that's 10 cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, and if you end your turn, then there's another save.
I see. All right. Well, if that's it, then she's going to step forward because she knows that you guys were that way. And actually, she can step forward this far. She can step into the token space, right? Because it's just translucent or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
Yeah. So she's gonna grab you, Easter, or attempt to.
What does this bear spirit do for me?
It gives you advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
All right, I guess I'm opposing this with athletics.
Actually, hold on. No, she's not going to attempt to grab you. She's actually going to cast Charm Person on you.
God, I hate this spell so much. This always works too. This is a wisdom save.
It is a Wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, please let me. foil this for once in my life. I don't know if a 12 is going to do it.
A 12 is the DC.
Oh, phew.
So you saved.
Yes.
And you can see her grit her teeth as she sees that it didn't work. And as she's casting, she's trying to say, just come with us, Easter. Obviously it doesn't work and she grits her teeth. That's her turn. Gornok's up next. He's like trying to catch up to you guys.
He has to stand
He
up
does
first.
Yeah, he's prone and he's so there's pretty much
His butt got lit on fire.
Yep. So he has 1, 2, 3. But he does have a ranged attack, which is 30 feet.
You can only see Angelica.
Yep. Well, I was gonna check to see if she's even in range. Yep, she's in range. So he's gonna take out his javelin and twirl it, and he's gonna say, "Hit me with lightning, will you?" And he throws the javelin at you. He's not happy about being hit by lightning.
Do it again.
Might be a 14 to hit.
That's my AC.
Okay, so you take 6 piercing damage as the javelin hits you.
It's called lightning concentration.
I don't
Isn't
think
it?
so.
I think it is.
Where does it? Let me look and see where it says.
There would be a little C. Yep, under duration. C, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Little- Yep, so it is. So you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw. DC is 10.
I got a 7. It's down.
All right, so call lightning spell fizzles as you get hit with this javelin. All right.
Okay.
Back up to the top of the round. How are you guys feeling? You want to go one more round? See
Got 'em on the
if you
ropes.
can
We could
clean
do
them
one
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this hound also takes damage from being in the aura.
Yep, takes 7 cold damage.
Okay. And it is going to follow its nose and step out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20. And it is going to attack Easter. God, I've been rolling like absolute garbage tonight. The amount of times I've rolled 4s and 5s on die, that is an 11 to hit.
This is
Fuck everything. My scary monsters.
You guys
Rolling
remember
4s
when
and 5s.
that fight with Kashura where she wasn't scary at all?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It just happens.
Fucking ball sacks. Bonks, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to. Ooh.
Still gonna have nightmares.
I think I'm just gonna recklessly attack Ivor to get her
Sure.
away from Easter, because I know she's trying to do some weird sorcery or something.
Sure.
Okay, so that's a, what is that, 14 to hit? It's not great.
Misses.
Yeah. So much for that. And then, oh, well, okay, how about a 19?
19 hits.
Okay. I got 2 12s, so that's 2 19s. And the last time I got a 6 and a 7, so that was good too. Let's see. Okay, so that's max damage still, so that is 14 damage.
Is this lethal damage or non-lethal damage?
It's not lethal.
Then how do you take her out?
Maybe we'll just like with the flat of the blade, just like right across the head to try and like knock her out.
Yeah, and you get a solid hit on her as she's attempting to cast the spell, and she just crumples to the ground, unconscious.
Yeah. And then
Anything else on your turn?
yeah, can I like take a pose to like prepare to stab her and like face where Gornak is to see if he'll like stop attacking?
Can't see Gornak.
Well, I mean, I know
You
where he's
can't-
coming from.
Yeah,
So like,
and he
yeah.
can't see you.
I know, but he's probably gonna round the corner. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
true,
Like, I'll just
true.
prepare for him to round the corner and see me about to like deal the killing blow
Sure.
to his companion. Okay. Otherwise, that's it.
Okay. Easter.
Easter's going to see how much damage this thing can do. 2, 3, 4. Gonna move here.
All right. It's absolutely going to take that attack of opportunity. I don't trust any of you.
You
Draw.
roll again.
Fuck.
Oh, no, what happened?
No, I haven't rolled it yet. I'm just
Okay,
like,
you're
ah. Just yelling at them. 'cause They're
You're
being
just
awful.
yelling at them. Okay. Is that a bonus action to yell at them?
Bonus action, yell at my dice. Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Yelling worked. 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Let me roll concentration.
Yeah, because you're not
Well,
frightened.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very good concentration roll. My spell's still up, which is good. Okay, now I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. I think I'm
Sure.
probably gonna point both of these at B. Okay, number 1 does a what is my hit bonus here? Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, let's push 10 feet.
Directly away from you?
Yeah.
It can't because Corey's there.
Oh man, can I push it?
Can you just be on the side of Quarry? Like,
You could
can I-
position yourself
Oh
it,
yeah.
one
I could-
over and then it can go diagonally.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So 10 feet.
Yeah. Oh, this is terrible though, man. I guess the other one I'm going to pull Gornak. If I
How
can
much
get
if
it.
you
damage
have
did
if
you
you have
do?
movement left,
Oh, I
can
didn't
you just
even.
reposition and fire again? Like
I
that?
don't know if I can do that between Eldritch Blast shots.
Why not? Same with
Also,
multi-attack,
I
right?
don't have that much movement.
Long Strider.
How much movement do I get from Long Strider?
Plus 10.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, I could do it here.
Pew, 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 pew.
Nice.
I will let you do that.
Okay, cool.
Nice DM.
I mean, it works like multi-attack.
Yeah.
If they can move between their attacks, you can too. How much damage was the first hit?
I forgot to roll.
Sorry, I
I'm
distracted you.
completely focused on the pushing part of this spell, and
Yep.
not that part where it does damage.
Yep.
D10 spell. 2 damage, 2 force damage on that one.
2. Okay.
And then the second shot, ooh, I don't know if this will hit, is a 13.
Nope, that misses.
Okay. Dang, all that and I didn't even get it.
It's a good try though.
2 damage
Alright.
and I didn't push it into the radius again.
It was a good effort.
Yeah.
Riot's up.
If only I'd had Riot's help, maybe that would have gone differently.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
I'll have
she's
it
gonna
next
help
round.
You on your
Yes.
next attack. Okay.
Yes, she's gonna help me on my next attack.
All right, Angelica.
Okay. Angelica is going to, I think, cast. Oh, he's too far. Well, that is 36. Okay. Why not? Okay. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. I wish it would say on the cards how far they go.
What are you trying to do?
Flame Blade is a melee, right?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
it is.
So I'm gonna go right up next to him. I'm gonna cast flame blade.
Don't you have to like
That's a bonus action, right? And then you can use your action to attack.
Action.
Action.
You can use your attack.
You heard it here first, audience.
Mm-hmm.
Green flame blade and flame blade are different things. Confusingly
Yes.
enough.
Which one are you casting? Flame
It's
blade
just,
or green flame
it
blade?
just says flame blade.
Okay. So a bonus action to cast lasts 10 minutes. It's concentration. Blade is similar, blah, blah, blah. You can use your action to make a melee spell attack.
It's a spell
yes.
attack. Okay, so spell attack. Okay, so I still roll and then I add my spell thing to it,
Your spell
which is,
attack
I think,
modifier, yeah.
which is 7. Okay. Yay. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's 3d6 fire. I got 6.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
Well,
every little
two
bit
ones.
counts.
oh
2
yeah.
ones. Oh.
Every little bit counts.
They can't all be max damage.
All right.
Okay.
But hey, that was enough to get him into the bloodied state.
Hey.
Okay. So that was a bonus action, so I can still attack with
That
a
was
weapon.
that was your action attacking with the weapon you conjured with a bonus action. So that was your
All right.
bonus
I
action and
attacked
your
with a
attack.
weapon. Okay. Okay. Got it. So bonus action to
And your
conjure it
movement to get
and
up there.
attack to use it. Okay.
Yep. But now that it's conjured, you can attack and then still have your bonus action.
Got it.
All right, Corey.
Yep. I'm gonna run around over here, do a little run
Mhm.
around, pull out the what do I have, a short sword? Yeah, I think so. And I will make a short sword attack. 14.
What am I even doing? 14 hits.
Right, we found
Okay.
its exact AC.
So that is 10 points of damage, and then
Is
I'm
this
going
just
to...
a normal short sword?
It is a normal short sword.
Okay.
But I
So it
am
doesn't
going
hurt
to
it as
do-
much as you thought it would.
That's acceptable because it's not the point. And also there's a little bit more. I just have to find it. I'm going to use Favored Foe, which I haven't used yet.
Oh boy.
Because it counts as concentrating on a spell. But the first time on each of your turns you hit the favored enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you can increase that damage by 1d4. Doing it. So plus 1 damage to that.
All
So
right.
same damage.
But we're not done yet,
Okay.
because then I have a gathered swarm, and I'm going to require this creature to make a strength saving throw.
I trust none of you. Okay. That's a 9.
Move it 15 feet back into
I
that.
rolled another motherfucking 5
My
on like
mice,
4 different dice.
the mice swarm out of Corey's jacket and all over this thing, and just in a wave of mice push it
Are
Are you
back
able
into
to
the
do this
darkness.
to creatures that are large?
Let me check. Let's see. You can cause a swarm to assist you in one of the following ways.
Pasha's
Immediately
really
after you hit
excited
a
about it.
creature with an attack. The one I'm using is the attack's target must succeed a strength saving throw against your spell save DC or be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice. It doesn't say anything
Doesn't
about
say.
size.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, it's back in the aura.
Nice. Like I said, the attack was not the point. And it's fully in the darkness now. I can't see it.
Correct.
I will move back towards Easter and just stand in front of her again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Evor's down. Gornok grits his teeth at you. And he says, "Look, I have no quarrel with you, Druid. I just want your companion. Don't make me kill you."
have a quarrel with me if you're attacking my friend.
Don't say I didn't warn you. And he's going to attack you twice with his Morning Star. I missed my tower. It's a 18 to hit,
Hits.
12 piercing damage. The second one is a 23,
Hits.
12 more piercing damage.
Piercing damage
So
from a
just
Morning
starts-
Star? That's interesting.
Yep. Yep.
It's real
Oh, the
spiky.
spikes in the end.
It's spiky. Yeah. So he starts wailing on you
Man.
with this thing. That's his turn. We're back at the top of the round. Do you want to go one more round? Or call it here and pick up next time?
So close.
We're so close. I know.
You're very close.
Let's do it.
Speed
All right.
round.
All right.
I don't feel like this is gonna take a long time.
Maybe not. So the hound is up. Roll that damage.
5 cold.
Okay.
This is difficult terrain also, by the way. I didn't specify that last time, but it does have
Oh.
to spend movement to get out.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right. Still can make it up to Corey.
Go ahead.
Actually,
jump.
it can make it up here to both of you. And it's going after Easter. It's going after Easter. All right. This one. Another fucking 4 on die. So that's a 10 to hit.
Misses me.
My poor hounds. They were meant to be so scary. Bonks, you're up.
Well,
You can't see Angelica and Gornok over there. Gornok is nowhere in sight. Has no idea what you're doing.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Maybe I should just drop this thing. I don't feel like I'm gonna get anybody in it again. I am gonna drop this thing.
Okay. Is that something that has to happen on your turn?
I can
No.
do it pretty much whenever.
Anytime.
Anytime,
Okay.
yeah.
Just release
All right.
concentration.
Yep. Then yeah, I guess as the hound comes out and you see Bonks is looking around for Gornok, then you can make that decision.
So I think Bonks. Does Gornok notice him or not? Is he kind of-
Gornok is absolutely
Okay.
engaged with Angelica right now.
So Bonks will just yell to Gornok and say, Gornok, if you value the life of your friend, stop this. And he'll point his sword at Ivor.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at these. 14. It's 15 minus
Alright.
1, so
14. You get his attention. You won't know what he does until his turn.
okay. So I guess that was my action, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then otherwise I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Easter.
Easter's going to move a little bit and roll. Would be a disadvantage, but I've got Riot's help, so this is a straight roll with Eldritch Blast, by the way. That'll hit. That's a 14. We know that's AC.
Sure.
And does 10 force damage.
Ooh, that's really good. Much better than 2.
Yeah, and pushes 10 feet.
5, 10.
Still up.
It is still up.
All right, it gets the second blast too. This is 13, so that does not hit.
Nope.
Really borderline. Really riding that edge.
You really
These
are.
Attack rolls.
You really are.
The Eldritch Edge.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
All right. Riot.
I'm trying to remember something. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Right, cannot wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Riot looks over at Gornok, and with its limited telepathy, the suited dragon can magically communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images telepathically with any creature within 100 feet that can understand the language. And I think it like projects an image telepathically of like crayon drawings of Gornok like losing with like X's in his eyes.
Sure. Why don't you have Riot make an intimidation check at disadvantage?
Sure. This is +0 to the roll at disadvantage. Gonna go great. Well, that's a nat 20 and a 12.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Angelica, it's your turn, and you see Gornok, his attention is pulled by Bonks, and then you see him kind of like squint and shake his head a little bit as he seems to... Something's happening in his brain.
Okay.
But it's your turn.
So I'm gonna speak to him and say, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna flame blade him.
Nice.
Great.
Made the right choice.
Okay, that is 11 plus 7, 18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, come on, better than 2 ones. I got a 2. So that's 11.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Damage, and then I'm going to book it down here.
He's gonna take a swing at you as you leave.
Oh, wait, I'm really hurt.
You could bonus action. Whatever
So
step.
Is hidden step like a once per
yeah, it's only
day
once.
kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was-
did it.
I thought you could do it as many times as you had. Yeah, you can use
Once
this
per short rest, it says.
hidden step, really? Oh, I think we're looking at different versions of the Firbolg. They updated that in Warden Cannons.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Monsters and Multiverse.
she can update when you guys level up at
Yeah,
the end of
sounds
the
good.
arc.
Sounds good.
Okay. So then, did we decide? It still says 1 per short rest. Okay, I'm gonna
Drinking-
just stay put.
Drinking a potion is a bonus action.
Oh,
you want to
sweet.
drink a
You also
potion.
have a heal.
That's a house rule.
What's it called? The healing
Healing
something.
word.
Healing word is a bonus action.
If
too.
you have healing word prepared, that's also a bonus action, and you can do that.
I do.
you have
I
another
think
spell
I'd
active.
rather drink a potion and save my spell though. And the greater is 2d4 plus 2.
I think greater is 44 plus 4, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The greater healing potion.
All right, I'll mark off the greater and I'll do that one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 11 HP back.
Great.
Okay, that's my turn.
Corey, you're up.
Alrighty. Here we go. This
On
is
Corey.
the turn.
Is it?
It is. We attack. With the short sword. It's a hit because I rolled a 15 on the dice. It's a d6 plus 6 plus a d4. So that is 12 half down to 6.
Yep. It's still
I'm
standing.
gonna do another d6 of swarm damage to it. That's 3.
Is
I
the
don't know whether
swarm
you want to
damage
half that.
is the swarm damage magical?
I don't think it technically is, but you've called it magical before.
I called it magical before. So, how do you want to kill this thing?
Mice. The mice swarm over it and it puffs to smoke.
Yep. So you guys all watch as just these mice space spirits just absolutely just swarm over this, and it's gone.
One of them is left waggling in the air and goes, and then it poof.
And then
Spirit on
Corey
spill it.
points over to Gornok and says, "Him too." and drops the sword, pulls out a bow, and shoots with mice following along the arrow trail towards him.
Great.
That's an 11 on the dice. That was hard to read, but plus with the bow, it's lower. Oh no, it's not lower. That's great. So 18.
That hits.
1d8 plus 4 for 10,
Okay.
plus a d6 of mice damage. That's 4 more. Still standing.
Yep.
He's
Alright,
like a
I'll-
barbarian or something. He's gonna be.
I will use another favored foe because there's no range on it. Yep, I can just do it when I hit with an attack roll to add a d4. 2 more.
He's still standing.
Darn it.
But that was a valiant
Um,
effort.
That's my turn. Really wanted to end it.
Okay. His turn's up next, and he can see that you have his partner unconscious. He can see that the hounds are gone, and he is extremely injured. And he huffs, and he drops his morning star, and he puts his hands up. All right. I can see when I've been beaten. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Sorry we went a little bit over time, but we hope you enjoyed the session, and we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Hope to see you there. Good night.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, woo!
Nice, nice.